Hey everybody, back with another episode of How We Beat the Seahawks. My favorite episodes are these ones. But I want to go back to the offense for a little bit, talk about how we move the ball and we're able to score. This is about 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's tied 20-20. And this ends up being a big play that helps us get down the field and get into a spot where we can kick a field goal. But here, we had just come off a couple drives earlier where we were showing that I'd shown in the previous episodes where we were busting Seattle's zone coverage, their cover three. And so here Seattle comes out. They show the single high safety, but he's going to be in a deep middle, and they're going to be in man coverage. So what they end up doing here is they got this guy on a short middle and him on a deep, and then they're just going to be manned up across the board. How we can see that is when we have a linebacker out here on use check. We split him wide. We come out in 21 personnel, split him wide, and you see the linebacker follows. That reveals man coverage. The second way is we motion Kittle across the formation, and this defender, the safety, follows him. So again, that reveals man coverage. And then we have this guy's on the running back. And so what we're going to do is we're going to run a couple different concepts here, and I'll try and color code these in a couple different ways. So what we're going to do is have this guy on a shallow crossing route, and I believe this is a check too, that they check to a different route combination when they motion across the field, because you see Kittle here he's looking out at this receiver, popping his head. That's a hand signal. We're changing up. I'm assuming this was originally a drive concept over here, and then when you motion across, it becomes a mesh concept. And then up top, we're gonna run. I'll do this in red. We're going to run a smash concept. So we have a curl on the outside, and then a corner slash fade from Pettis in the slot here. And so we have two concepts going. Now, one thing to understand is when you face man coverage, a lot of times in plays and concepts, there will be a route that's given an alert. And I actually have an image of this so you can see. This is a picture from one of John Gruden's playbooks, and it's a very, very similar play to this. So because he just does it with a little bit different personnel. You have a running back over here that comes over, and he runs a corner route, and you have a little curl route here. And then it's a drive concept, but it's still very similar. And you can see there's an alert right here. That alert is for man coverage. That means that when you see man coverage, this is the route you're going to go to. Alert, alert, alert. That's for the quarterback. So he understands that against man coverage, this is your best route. And so this is going to be a similar thing. In the playbook, it's probably going to say alert for this against man coverage. So once Mullen sees they're in man coverage here, I see this guy in man coverage, I'm going to look to an alert on there, especially cover one man, because you know that there's not going to be any help to the outside. Over on these crossing routes, this underneath help defender can help on those, and so your offensive line has to hold up for a little bit to get those open. Now, the Patriots throw these all the time. They'll have Julian Edelman over here, and they'll just run him around, and they'll rub somebody, or he'll sneak in behind the lurk defender. But we're not the New England Patriots. So here we have man coverage. There's the alert route, and so let's watch. Nick Mullins does a really good job here. One, he understands the alert. He sees the alert, so that's step one. Two, he throws a really nice ball, and then Pettis here has to win his route. He knows the ball is coming to me. I have to win my route, and so let's go to the film here and see how this play goes out. You see there, they're motioning across. See, Mullins knows he's going there the whole way. He does, and here's a little thing he does that not every quarterback does that is impressive for a guy with the amount of starts he has. And this also is props to our quarterback coach Scangarello, who's here. But he holds his safety. If you look at his eyes, he doesn't. He knows, this is where he's going, but he doesn't look right there. He holds the safety for just a second as he drops back. You can see him, and then when he gets ready to throw, he plants his foot, gets in a good throwing position, and delivers us a good ball. Now Pettis did a good job of getting his guy and then just winning. I mean, this is just a player going and making a play. Now this is good coverage, but just a better thrown ball, because I mean Mullins drops this right in the bucket. Let's go from the end zone view and you can see how it goes. I mean, that's dropped right in the bucket. I actually have a view of this from the broadcast, and I just want to show everybody. That's a pretty darn good ball. And so, there's some things coaches can do to scheme players open, but sometimes your players got to go make plays. And your guys have to execute and deliver. Your quarterback, if you put him in a position, where this is the alert, this is where he's got to go, he's got to throw that guy open and he's got to be able to deliver that ball. And so this is a situation where, and this is one reason I like Nick Mullins. He didn't do everything great, but he's shown he can make NFL throws and he can make NFL level decisions. So this is something that's always exciting to look forward to. Jimmy Garoppolo, we kind of got used to him making plays like this down the field, but it's nice to have two quarterbacks that can do it. Sometimes your players got to go make plays.